They've got the face of what can only be described as pure evil. Oh, and there's that really familiar cat. Here we are. It's even more impressive actually the closer we are to it, isn't it? Oh, look, there's a remote control plane. Yep.
They're on to us.
Yeah, the farmer's gone hardcore. There you go. Now, believe it or not, oh look, there's a geocache. Open it up. That.
There?
Yeah, open it up, it's fine. It's a geocache. It's fine, seriously.
Open it up.
God, it's not a bomb. People leave gifts in there.
Oh.
Yeah, look. See? Look. So, I think we're pretty okay to do this. When was the last time somebody came? Look, hang on.
16th.
Oh, wow. Hang on, what's the day today?
17th.
Whoa. So to John and Brenda.
Unless it says 4. It might say
No,
4.
well, no, this looks like a 6 to me. On the camera it looks like a 6. That's so cool. Okay, so we're all good. We were a bit worried at first because we had to sort of like traverse like a field. Well, we're on Romney Marsh, it's not really a field, it's just a massive marshland really. Yeah. I'm just going to put our names in it. It is true, they were here. You're a multi-millionaire, preferably female, because otherwise, you know, that's just the way that I swing, I guess. And no, I'm not going to go glamping and get a tent, but in the olden days, there was around 23 people who lived here, that was it, in this tiny village. But what you don't know about this place is that a lot of people assume that these churches that are around here, there's about 7, and in fact, as you can probably guess, we'll be doing all of these. In fact, there's 6 technically, there's 7th one, just ignore that. But there's a map that I'm going to show you at the end, where we are, and where the rest of them are as well. So you can do it yourself, you can go to these places. There's only a few that have got ruins, this one's probably the most iconic. What's really interesting about this church, which we'll sort of cover in a lot of videos later on down the line with these other churches, is that contrary to popular belief, this has got nothing to do with the Black Death, why this was actually abandoned. As you know, Romney Marsh is covered with villages where a lot of it was assumed that they were wiped out by the plague and Black Death, and again that's another misnomer because we assume that the population was completely killed off. That's technically not true. In fact, I could really bore you to death with that, and people are probably shouting at me at the moment going, no more, and then people are probably saying, no, you got it wrong, they died, get over it. What we are actually is on a bit of a sort of hill, because in a mini island, and it would have been surrounded by water because the shoreline would have receded, actually, well, would have come in quite far in, actually, believe it or not, further than probably what you could have imagined. So a lot of this around here would have actually been in water and would have been submerged. And this is really like, this would have stood out even more back then. The West Wing, which is what we're looking at, is anything that surrounds state is here left, and it's obviously iconic because of the iconic arch that it stands underneath. And then the church itself would have been facing outwards of this way. There's a lot of rubble, you can almost trace it. In fact, you can, if you're being really stupid, which I'm not going to do, you can almost follow it round with the lumps and bumps in the ground. And the fact that I can finally get to sort of tick it off my bucket list and say that I've done it is one of them really incredible things. Because a lot of people just like, well, it's just a ruin of a church. What does that mean, anything? It's not about that. It's about understanding its place in history. In time later on, Midley didn't really function anymore. It fell into disrepute, as most churches do over time. Nothing to do with the Black Death, as contrary to popular belief of a lot of these places. There was a lot of abandoned villages due to the Black Death, which is right, but Midley really itself, the church really, not that it survived for it, but it really had no effect. Probably because the church itself was built after, I think it was. So yeah, anyway, just enjoy it, I think. So yeah, if it's windy, it's not really my fault. We're exposed here, so get over it. But that was Midley Church, everybody, or the ruin of it in the gorgeous, wonderful Romney Marsh. Hope you enjoyed it. Say goodbye, Em. Bye. See you later, guys. Bye. You can almost follow it round with the lumps and bumps in the ground.